Hey there, internet friends. Trevor Starkey here with another episode of That Nerdy Site Plays. Sitting down today with some Octopath Traveler 2. I myself actually haven't picked up this game yet, but Cameron did, and basically is letting me borrow his copy to hop in and play a little bit of Octopath Traveler 2 for a Let's Play. I played the original game, but it didn't stick with me. Alright, that is a very long, very loud intro stuff. So yeah, I played the original a number of chapters with a number of the different characters. It didn't end up grabbing me, largely because I felt like I was just sitting through a whole bunch of different, distinct, like, stories that weren't feeding into anything. Didn't like that. Live Alive came out last year, which was largely that, but then has a kind of like culmination chapter. But at least like the stories of Live Alive were interesting enough to like get me through them, and also short enough to get me through them. So yeah, I'm gonna hop in and check out I don't know, somebody's story in here. I don't know really anything about the characters even in this one. Dancer Agnia. Your name is Agnia Bistrami. You are a dancer. Your tale begins in the Verdant region of the Leaflands. Though a tavern dancer in a small village, you have big dreams for the future. I'm going to become a star and bring smile to people's faces, just like Mama. Hope in your heart and a spring in your step, you begin your journey to stardom. Alright. We have the merchant Particio. His name is Particio Yellowill. You are a merchant. Your tale begins in the vast wastes of the wildlands. After witnessing... I'm going to definitely turn down that music again. I'll turn it back up when I'm done reading. After witnessing the rise and fall of a pioneer town you call home, you set your gaze upon the horizon. I'll be back once I eliminate that devil called poverty from the world. That's big ambitions. With dreams of bringing prosperity to all, you embark on a journey with only the secret of commerce to guide you. All right. Oh, nope, I did not want to do that. What did I do? All right. Even, yeah, this isn't on the Switch. I'm hitting the wrong buttons because I've been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild recently. Apothecary Casti. Your name is Casti Florens, and you're an apothecary. Your tale begins in a port town of the Harborlands. Discovered adrift at sea, you awoke to the realization that you could not recall your own name. The only clues to your identity are your satchel and skills as an apothecary. I need to discover who I am, and there's something else, something important I'm forgetting. Unable to ignore the nagging feeling within you, you embark on a journey to recover what you lost. Nope. Why? Okay. Let me just back out of these people. Okay, so it's just a matter of I just need to move the cursor. Warrior Hikari. Your name is Hikari. You're a warrior. Tale begins in the desert region of Hinoema. You are a younger prince of Ku, a nation ever at war, and worry for your people who have suffered greatly from ceaseless battles. I pray for a world without conflict, without bloodshed, hoping to bring peace to your nation. You strike out on a journey for your like-minded allies. All right, then we go across the sea over here to this island place where we meet the hunter Ochet. Your name is Ochet, and you are a hunter. Your tale begins on the island of Totohaha, alongside your fellow beastlings. Despite your troubles with the human islanders, you live a carefree life. That is, until you learn of an encroaching calamity known as the Night of the Scarlet Moon. All right, Master Juva, I'll do it. I'll find those creatures of legend and bring them back. Desperate to save your home, you set sail in search of those who can help. The thief Throne. Your name is Throne Anguis, and you are a thief. Your tale begins in a thrilling city in the Brightlands. You are a member of the Black Snakes, a thieves guild that controls the city from shadows. Your job is to steal and clean. Not again, not this stench. Every time I breathe it in, it feels as though my very lungs are rotting, the stench of blood. Determined to escape the cycle of bloodshed, you embark on a journey for the keys to your freedom. Cleric Temenos. Your name is Temenos Mistral. You are a cleric. Your tale begins in the mountainous region of the Crestlands. Though easygoing in your duties as an inquisitor, that all changes the day a tragic incident takes place in the church. Oh dear, I suppose it can't be helped. After all, doubt is what I do. Sensing that there is much more to the incident than meets the eye, you set out to solve the mystery left in its wake. And lastly, Scholar Osvald. Your name is Osvald V. Vanstein, and you are a scholar. Your tale begins in the snow-swept reaches of the Winterlands. You have been sentenced to life in prison for murdering your wife and daughter, and have since spent 1,879 days locked within a frigid cell. Harvey, the man who took everything from me, shall die by my hand, I swear it. Not even the bitter cold can extinguish the raging fire in your breast, and so you set out to exact your revenge. Well, that's the most compelling one for me to jump into. I was like, I by nature I tend to enjoy playing like a thief kind of in these sorts of games. Think like Locke from Final Fantasy VI and stuff, but I feel like I got to jump into the Shawshank Redemption guy. So yeah, it's his tale will continue uninterrupted until the end of Chapter 2, because he's being held prisoner. Makes sense.
All things in this world have a source.
All right, now I'll turn the volume back up.
Nothing begets nothing. Follow the chain of cause and effect, and it will lead you to the answer you seek.
For the record, you, Osvald, plead not guilty. Is that correct? The facts are thus. Upon extinguishing the fire, the bodies of your wife and daughter were found in the rubble. They were nearly charred beyond recognition. A gruesome sight. I'm sure you agree. Thus, the court accepts, without objection, immolation as the cause of death. However, there is one last inexplicable detail. Nothing one could reasonably consider the cause of the conflagration was found at the scene. Ergo, the fire ought not to have happened at all. Absent the use of magic, that is. You were a scholar of magic, weren't you, Osvald? Is that a mere coincidence? I think not.
Are there no other magic people in this world?
Of the scene, the court holds the following to be true. You, Osvald, were the only one capable of starting such a fire that night.
In the sacred name of Alephan the Scholar King, the court hands down the following verdict. Osvald V. Van Stein. We find you guilty of the murder of your wife and daughter, for which you are sentenced to life imprisonment on Frigid Isle.
Very conveniently, he doesn't bother getting into, like, motive. Like, why would this man want to kill his wife and daughter?
Do you have any last words?
Harvey. The man who took everything from me shall die by my hand. I swear it.
Five years later.
Frigid Isle. A solitary island in the far northern reaches of the sea.
Some call it the edge
Blanketed
of
in
the
snow
world.
all through the year. The nearest continent is due east. 4 days' journey by sea. Even on the largest vessel. Even then, the fierce blizzards at sea can make a wreck of the mightiest ships. Trips to and from this accursed place are heavily regulated. This place holds all mainlanders found guilty of the most heinous crimes. It held over 300 of us at its peak. In its 80-year history, none have escaped. Or rather, I should say, the deplorable treatment of the prisoners ensures that lives end before sentences do. I have survived for 1,879 days, but neither the unforgiving climate nor the ravages of time shall extinguish the fire in my breast.
Another frigid day in hell, eh, Professor? You know what this is? It's your little notebook. It never leaves your hands, does it? Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm only borrowing it. You were quite the scholar, weren't you? Yes, this notebook could be worth quite a lot. I'm sure it'd fetch me a tidy pile of cigarettes. You're welcome to take it back, of course, but you'll have to fight me for it.
There's our move. Path action, main menu, cancel dash, confirm. Okay. Hold circle. Anything there? Okay. Path action, mug. At night, Osvald can mug townspeople for their belongings. Oh, cool. He's a thief type character too. Yeah. Let's mug this person. Exploit your foe's weaknesses to break down their defenses. Osvald can utilize staves in battle and reveal enemy weak points. Once he can use more weapons, select attack and choose what you want to do with the arrows. Okay. Same. Okay. There we go. First break. Break your foes, then enter boost mode to deal a devastating blow. Breaking an enemy will drastically reduce their defenses and render them unable to act. Press R1 to enter boost mode, and the potency of your attacks and abilities will surge. You gain 1 boost point per turn. Spend up to 3 BP to boost a command to 3 levels of power. If you use boost mode, you will not gain any BP on the following turn. All right, and I got a healing grape.
Take it back. I've got no use for your filthy scribblings anyhow. Help! Guards! He's gonna kill me! Help! Somebody!
What's all this about?
It's him. He attacked me.
Well, if it isn't Osvald, our magical murderous scholar. How do you like the new toy I gave you, Professor?
It's a fine little muzzle, isn't it? Keeps you from speaking those spells you love so much.
That's why he just grunts. Got it.
You're the only one who has the honor of wearing it, I'll have you know. You should be kissing my feet. What's that look for? I know defiance when I see it, and I'll have none of it. I'd love to hear what you sound like. I really would. When you're begging for your life, that is.
13 seconds. 13 seconds from the time a prisoner calls for help to the guard's response. At least some valuable information's come of all this. 1 warden and 34 guards for 292 prisoners. Over time, I've learned much about the way the prison and the people within it work. And all of that knowledge shall inform my eventual escape. An escape for which the plan is written in this notebook, using a cipher, naturally. I've revised said plan numerous times these last 5 years, and polished it to a fine sheen. Only 3 pieces of the puzzle remain. The first, an escape route. For this, I have chosen a passage that leads beneath the prison. This passage is overlooked even by the guards themselves, and it leads directly out of this place. I must conduct a more thorough review of it, and soon. The second, suitable clothing. Once I escape, I'll be exposed to the elements. The cold will claim me in minutes if I'm clad in nothing but these rags. The third and final, an accomplice. To escape on my own would be to rely on my own assumptions. I require the help of another with intimate knowledge of the prison's inner workings. With these 3 pieces in place, my plan shall move that much closer to completion. At which point, only its execution shall remain.
The next morning.
Wake up, human filth! To work with you!
Are there non-human characters in this world? Why are they specified as human filth?
I understand this island was once dotted with mines. Entire mountains were reduced to rubble for ore, and the prison was built atop the wreckage. To this day, there remains phosphor buried in the frigid earth. It's immensely flammable, and sells for a fair bit of coin. So the prisoners are forced to mine it, and the guards line their pockets with the proceeds.
Mine, scum! Keep those hands moving! I said, keep moving! Unless you'd rather freeze to death! What's wrong with you?
I can't move anymore. Too cold.
Don't you go soft on me, criminal filth. Need I remind you that you were sent here to atone for your misdeeds? So beg whatever gods you serve for forgiveness, and dig, you useless little mole! Your life is worthless compared to the precious phosphor you cleave from the earth. And believe you me, we'd burn you instead if you were anywhere near as easy to set alight. Do you understand? Answer me!
Warden, sir. He's already dead.
A cab.
An unfortunately common sight. We are adaptable creatures. Any environment, no matter how horrific, can be made ordinary. Forced labor is followed by a vanishingly small window of free time. It is in this free time that I review the remaining pieces of my plan. They are three. The first, an escape route. The prison is as old as it is massive. There are bound to be gaps and awkward seams. Perhaps I can glean a hint or two from someone with intimate knowledge of the island's history. The second, suitable clothing. One they call the Provisioner sells the clothing I'll need to survive. But first, I need to find them. I'll start by asking any prisoners who might know this Provisioner. The third and final piece, an accomplice. My accomplice cannot be an ordinary prisoner. I must find someone capable of enacting my escape plan. Then all that will remain is the plan's execution.
Use the radar on the bottom right to check the area and find your heading. Green is continue the story. Orange is side story starting. Save point and hidden item. Okay. There's our save point, okay.
There are not so many guards watching the cafeteria during this shift. Now is my chance to find an accomplice.
During the day, Osvald can scrutinize to glean new knowledge from people. Yes. Square, new person. Yeah, scrutinize. 100% chance of success. Prisoner 321078, Flippant. A footlicker who reports misconduct to the prison guards the second he witnesses it, which has made him most unwelcome among the other prisoners. Well, yeah, not gonna do anything with that guy.
This one won't do.
Agreed. I mean, sure, it wasn't what I was trying to do with him, but... 251, 257, 134. Crime is mass poisoning. Sentence 156 years. I like watching people enjoy their food. Because you poison them, got it. 310549, a prisoner who was once an aristocrat. He seems cultured and intellectual, but is prone to leaps and subject as well as sudden bouts of shouting and unruliness.
No. I can...
Yeah, can't tie fortunes to him. That I agree. We've got Emerald. Prisoner 294025, a well-known figure around the prison. His exceedingly wary demeanor belies a sense of determination, unlike any other. Definitely seems like he's my guy. Of these three options.
You there. A word. What are you playing at? Skulking around and sizing up all the prisoners. Ah, right. You can't speak on account of the muzzle. I've been watching you. You know, for the last 5 years. And all that time you've been feigning indifference while you surveilled the place, right? The other prisoners, the guards, everyone and everything. Watching for minute differences. Like you're making some sort of audit. As far as I'm concerned, only 2 types of prisoners watch silently for 5 years. Hungry beasts and people plotting an escape. That's it. If it's the former, I know someone who can help. But if it's the latter... So, which one are you, Professor? Shake your head if you're the former, or nod if you're the latter.
I mean, I don't trust this guy, so we'll go with the former.
Listen, you don't want to mess with me. Are you that desperate not to let me in on your plan? You are planning an escape, aren't you? Huh?
Alright, I guess that's my choice.
So, my eyes didn't deceive me after all. You're quite clever, I'll say that. Now, for my formal request. I want in on your plan. I can be of use to you. You'll see. I got lots of valuable information I'll only share with a close confidant. I've collected it over my long years in this place. That's why they call me Emerald the Informant. I know my information is good. You could do far worse, Professor Jailbreak.
Only someone of considerable wit could have figured out my plot through mere observance. Further, he is correct that I have need of his wares. I can certainly use him to my advantage.
I knew you'd see it my way. So, what would you have me do?
This horrid island is 4 days' journey from the nearest shore. Even if our escape proves successful, we'll need a ship capable of making the journey to the mainland. I have set my sights on the vessel carrying the inspectors, who visit the prison on an erratic schedule. Thus, I need to know when it is due to arrive next. The ledger containing that information is fiercely guarded.
That's like a fourth thing he needs.
But all I need to know is the date. For that will be the date we make our escape.
This whole thing has been framed around, I need these 3 things, and this is a 4th piece of information you needed, dude. That is independent from, I need a confidant,
Come easily.
an accomplice. It's different.
Not impossible, though. I'll contact you once I have it. One more thing. Get me the key to this muzzle. Can't make any promises there, seeing as it was made just for you. Let's just pray luck is on our side, eh, confidant?
The plan is in motion. I just need to let the informant do his work.
Alright, so that was one piece of the plan.
Osvald. Osvald. Have you found the answer?
To work, maggots! Move!
I simply need to determine an escape route and proceed. Kudo will get weapon, get gear, whatever. The provisioner if I want cold weather. The question is which to procure first. Bale, known to many as the Provisioner. He's capable of acquiring most anything asked of him, albeit at a rather onerous cost. Alright, you're the Provisioner, so get me gear.
So you're the muzzled scholar I've heard so much about. You look like you need something, same as everyone else who comes to see me. The name's Bale. Most call me the Provisioner. I can secure most anything people ask for. Not for money, given our circumstances. But everyone has something of value on them, if you know what I mean.
So, he won't hand it over for free. Though, if I can find his weakness, I'd better scrutinize some of the other prisoners.
Human trafficking prisoner is extremely violent. Former human trafficking victim turned human trafficker. Oh, that's terrible.
I don't believe this prisoner knows.
Relatively mild-mannered prisoner compared to the others. He was unable to read upon incarceration, but learned to do so under the library guard's tutelage.
I don't believe this prisoner knows anything.
So he's gonna get shot by a sniper. Shawshank. Warden Davids dropped his coin purse the other day, and this prisoner watched as Bale picked it up. He doesn't dare tell a soul, though, as Bale knows his weakness.
Here it is. Surely this is the Provisioner's weakness. Let's see how he responds.
Alright.
finally come to pay, have you? What's that scrap of paper in your hand?
What? Where did you get this? Whatever you want, it's yours. Just swear you won't speak a word of this to anyone.
Alright. Got my cold gear.
My plan proceeds apace. This clothing ought to keep me from freezing to death.
Back to your cells!
That will have to wait. Back to the hole for now.
Alright. And tomorrow is finding the escape route. But first, weird dream
Osvald.
stuff. Yeah.
Have you found the answer?
No, Harvey. Though I have a theory. Behold this small flame. Nothing exceptional.
Wonder if there's going to be a Lee in this story as
Yet
well.
if I apply the equation I have here,
Lee,
its
Harvey,
intensity is
Osvald.
compounded. And in theory, its power is multiplied. However, as long as it remains a flame, its power is limited.
Using equations to amplify magic powers? This is incredible. You're a genius, Osvald. The one true magic. You're one step closer to it, to standing alone atop the summit of magic scholarship. Though, I must warn you not to grow too fond of the idea, for I will surpass you.
Time to work, you worthless sacks of meat! Up and out!
After forced labor. All right. Nope, don't have a path up there.
I must find a prisoner familiar with the underground passage.
High-ranking member of an evil organization bent on world domination through abject fear and demoralization of the populace, or so he claims. He refuses to speak when asked about the specific nature of his crimes.
I don't believe this.
Alright, well, it's clearly setting me up to go up there. I'll go ahead and scrutinize this person first. Prisoner serving an extremely long sentence who worked on the construction of the underground passage. Oh, okay. Labor reports whereabouts. Great.
The underground passage. I don't just know it, I helped build it. But don't go asking me details. Best I can say is there ought to be a labor report for it on file in the library.
The library.
Make for the library. is that building in the middle? Maybe? Yep, there we go.
This must be the labor report that prisoner spoke of. Whoever wrote it spared no detail in recording the construction of the passage. And they were a prisoner as well. Must be why no one gave it so much as a second glance. Aha. There's an entry to the passage right by the guard station. All is proceeding as planned. I've studied the tunnel's construction, and I am certain it is suitable for my escape.
Back to work.
Back to your cell.
Yeah, whatever.
Now!
Seems I'm out of time. Back to the hole, then.
Osvald. Have you found the answer?
I've reached a dead end. There's just one last piece missing. I've explored every possible avenue, but it's nowhere to be found. What could possibly be powerful enough to serve as the source of the one true magic?
You've done enough, Osvald. Well done, truly. Now, allow me, the great Harvey, to provide the final piece for you.
Harvey.
Confidant. It took a while, but the goods came in.
What's this? I don't recall giving you permission to speak to one another.
You misunderstand, Warden. This isn't what it...
It's your lucky day, scum! Speak another word, and I will bury you in the very pit in which you toil! Do I make myself clear?
We get to take out this guy on the way out.
At least that's the last I'll ever feel of that club, right? I'll see you at the storehouse behind the mess hall.
Time to meet with Emerald. No, I didn't save that time. Oh.
Good to see you, Confidant. It sure wasn't easy, but I nicked it. The inspection ledger. Better still, the inspectors are due to arrive tomorrow. All we need to do is follow your plan to the letter. We're nearly free.
Tomorrow. At last, the time has come.
can't believe they made it.
Aye, the gods are in a foul mood yet again. Sure to be another horrible day in hell.
The inspectors should be arriving soon. Prison patrols will be short-handed while they ready a welcome party for the ship. That leaves a small window in which to begin executing our plan. It's time. First, we need to make our way to the underground passage.
Never know when danger might strike, so be sure to save often. Over by the guard tower. Yep, there's the underground passage.
The entrance to the underground passage should be just about here.
Excellent work, Confidant. Onward. But first, I have a little something for you. The key to that muzzle of yours. I'm locked up now, sure. But I was quite the thief outside these walls. Now I finally get to hear your voice.
Nice to meet you.
Well, aren't you gonna say anything?
It's cold.
Now I see why they needed to muzzle you. You're quite the talker.
There's no time. Keep moving. Oh, and, thanks for the key.
You're real warm and fuzzy, aren't you? Save the thanks for when we make our escape. Off we go, Confidant.
Excuse me.
Stay back!
Alright. Osvald, study foe. At the start of battle, Osvald can deduce one weak point for each foe. He can reveal another weakness with every encounter. Studying a foe for the second time will reveal 2 weak points at once. Alright, so figured out that they're weak to bows. Got it.
Broken.
And also stabs.
Do I have to?
And also daggers.
Well done.
Alright. I guess I should might as well just go full boost. Oh, even that didn't do anything. Okay.
Thinking time. Broken.
Good one, Professor.
I need a play. I'm done.
Damn it. Still isn't dead.
Thinking time. A week. I've gained valuable insight.
Okay. Health does restore at the end of battle. Cool. ladder over here. Got it. Center staff, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit better.
Stay back! Do I have to?
I need a plan.
Alright, that thing's not vulnerable to any of my physical stuff. Got it.
Thinking time.
No, wait!
Thinking time. Feel my wrath! I'm done.
No, wait! I'll slice you to bits!
Well, shit. I feel like Emerald is going to die. Hell, Osvald might too. It's an ice wisp, so yeah, seems like fire should do the and the frost mole, yeah. Fire should do fine against both these guys. There we go.
No, wait! No!
Fire. Burn.
Damn it.
No, wait! That's that!
How fucking tough is this thing?
Fire. Burn. I've seen worse methods.
Inspiriting Plum. Guessing that's like an MP boost.
Let the experiment begin.
Do I have to?
Now then. Fire. Burn. Thinking time. Study harder.
Nope, I didn't see what item I obtained there, but... And there's just... Oh, the Provisioner, right? I mean, no, yeah, you're not the Provisioner. You're just a guy here in my escape path. Okay, that's... Sure. Yep, why not? Go ahead and equip this cloth hood. And yeah, we'll go ahead and leave all that stuff fine. And that save point probably meant, hey, you're coming up on a boss fight, and it's gonna be the Warden.
No! The ladder's been destroyed. Damn! We were so close.
The cuts look fresh. This was done recently. I fear I've underestimated our opponent.
That you did.
Hey, hello, Warden.
At long last, the scholar speaks. Hello, Osvald.
Eat shit, Warden.
I commend you for making it this far. You even managed to remove the muzzle. But your choice of ally was your downfall. We've been watching Emerald for some time now. I suspected you two would work together.
I'm sorry, Confidant. I should have known.
Save your breath. The fault is mine. And I will correct it.
Whoa! You're not the first, you know? I've seen countless like you. So many have tried, and every last one died a tragic death. And so it would be my honor to put you back in your place.
Out of my way.
No,
So Icewind will take out at least the guards.
Pierce them. Wings of frost.
Do I have to?
Alright, he's weak against the blade. Great.
Pierce them. Wings of frost.
Good one, Professor. Stay on your feet, Professor. Here, Professor.
The tide is turning. Now then.
I will set things right.
Pierce them. Wings of frost.
Damn. I was hoping that would take out the guards at least. Fewer attacks each turn on that. I guess I'll just have to. There we go.
Well done.
Alright, let's see if you're weak against fire.
Burn.
There we go. Yep.
Thinking time. Very effective.
Status effect. And that one's gonna be what? Slow? Probably.
Ow! Wait! Oh my! Do I have to? Yes!
Thinking time.
Yeah.
This one's for me.
What else you got? Yeah, there we go. I got first aid too if I need it. Okay. Use the physical attack. Yeah, go ahead and use that on the warden.
Don't bite me. You got me. Happy?
Now then.
I will set things right. Fire. Burn.
Food. You got me. Happy?
All right, you wretches.
Thinking time.
How is Emerald unconscious? He's got full health. Alright, whatever.
Fire. Burn.
put you in your place!
This one's for me.
Do I have to? That's that. Do I have to?
Fire. Burn. I need a plan. Very effective.
That's that.
Thinking time.
God damn it all.
How could trash like you give me so much trouble? I see now that no punishment is too great for you.
I underestimated him. He's a better fighter than I expected. That won't be a problem, though. Based on my calculations, we'll still make it.
What are you chattering on about? Now cut out your tongue!
Latent power. Once the latent power gauge is full, characters can use unique commands in battle. Fill the gauge and unleash their latent power. Gauge fills when a character takes damage or breaks an enemy.
I need a plan.
Okay. I need magic
This
to
one's for me.
execute my plan. So. There's his latent ability thing, I'm guessing. Yeah. Osvald's latent power. Concentrate spells. Once the gauge is full, you can unleash Oswald's latent power. Press triangle on his turn, and you can activate your latent power. Focus spells that usually affect all targets into a single one, but with greater potency. Okay.
In pursuit of knowledge. Fire. Burn.
That was a waste.
Stay on your feet, Professor! This should hold you.
That's a hope. I need a plan. Calculations complete. Fire. Burn.
This is like the potentially, especially since this is a fucking game where you choose which story you want to play out first. How is this like the first fucking fight that's giving me this much fucking trouble? Yeah, go ahead, just stab in the dark.
I'll slice you in a bit.
All right, you wretches.
Do I have to? Here, Professor.
The tide is turning. I need a plan. Fire. Burn. Finished. This wasn't in my calculations. Thinking time. In pursuit of knowledge.
Yeah, I don't have the... I can't. Don't have the magic for it. We're gonna have you defend rather than take the hit. Giving you the inspiration.
That's a hope. Now, let me show you what I've learned.
Can I boost and latent power?
In pursuit of knowledge. Fire. Burn.
And still, he still stands.
Do I have to?
Flipping Christ.
You got me. Happy?
Now then.
All right, you wretches.
All according to plan.
Good one, Professor. This should hold you.
I need a plan. Let me... Calculations complete.
Fucking finish him, please. Finally. Jesus.
I've gained valuable insight.
You filth! Don't think you can escape this place.
Confidant? Looks like there's more rats where these came from.
Crack. This could be our way out. We have to keep moving.
Where exactly? This is the end of the road.
No. I have the answer. Flames! Reduce this wall to ash!
Whoa! Yeah, I think that'll do, Confidant.
We have to go. Now. The hardest part is still ahead.
I don't know, that fight was definitely some bullshit. At the edge of the world sits Osvald, a man fueled by the fires of vengeance. After 5 years toiling in captivity, he has at last made his escape. Now an angry sea sits between him and true freedom, one last trial on his journey to the mainland. The once imprisoned scholar's hardships have only just begun. End of Chapter 1. Is there going to be like a... Alright, go ahead and save here.
Osvald.
And Harvey just tormenting him.
Have you found the answer?
No answers today either. And the sun hangs low. Rita and Elaine are likely preparing dinner. I should be getting back.
You're gonna make me play through the flashback where their house explodes or whatever? Nope, yeah, it's already on fire. Feels like you probably would have seen the smoke from where you were.
Helena! Helena! No!
Harvey?
Long have I toiled in your shadow. But now, I've taken all that once was yours. And in due course, I shall complete the one true magic.
There he is. It's Osvald. You bastard!
This, Osvald, is my answer.
How does this even look like he was guilty?
Ever since that day, a fire has burned within my breast. Harvey, you took everything from me.
Just an absolute terrible frame job and complete failure of
Professor.
the Octopath Traveler justice system.
Hey, Professor Osvald.
All right. Well, this is all the kickoff to Chapter 2.
Come on, give me a sign. Are you
It's
alive in
gonna
there?
let me take a break. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it there. Chapter 1 of Osvald's story, the prison break. It'll be interesting to see how much I stick with this. I'm at least interested in Osvald's story. Don't know how much the others would grab me, but we'll see. Live Alive ended up being one of my favorite games last year, so who knows. You can find new Let's Plays from us every Tuesday and Thursday, or sometimes bonus ones like this one on youtube.com/thatnerdysite, where you are, obviously. Thank you for joining me. As always, stay nerdy and be good to each other.